Welcome to Sumita Roy's English classroom. This is Professor Sumita Roy. Today we have a video on a topic all of you have been asking for, and that is how the pronunciation and the spelling correspond with each other. If a word is spelt in a certain way, can it also be pronounced exactly alike as it is in the other words? So I have decided that I will give you many examples to explain how spelling and pronunciation in English do not always correspond with each other. English is not completely a phonetic language. If your mother tongue is completely phonetic, then you have difficulty in mastering the pronunciation and spelling of English. This video will be important for all of you. Before we begin, please remember what I tell you, the 5-point formula. That is, subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Watch the videos completely. No use watching 2 or 3 minutes because in the classroom, you have to be there for the entire time. Then you have to like and share. And finally, you have to comment. From your comments, I'm getting these ideas for the videos. So you are very important for these videos because I would like all of you to learn. I'm putting in hard work for your sake. Let us now begin by looking at some of the words which are spelt in a particular way. For instance, if you have the word full, the vowel sound u is pronounced as u. The sound short u sound is pronounced. But if you spell FOOT, here the vowel sound is represented by two symbols of O. Again, it is pronounced as foot. So, U sound, short U sound is pronounced. Whereas, if you say fool, again two O's, whether it is FOOT, which is foot, short U sound, or fool, long U sound, the spelling is exactly the same. You have OO written, and in one you are pronouncing short U sound, and the other you're pronouncing a long U sound. Similarly, in short U sound, you are spelling it with U in full, FULL, and in foot, you're spelling it with OO. So the sound is the same, but the spelling is different. In foot and fool, the spelling is the same, but the sound is different. So you can see how these work. I'm sure you know what full means. Full means something which has a lot of item in it. You say that the glass is full, or you say my house is full of friends. So there are many of them. Fool, I'm sure all of you know, a person who lacks in their brain power, we often call as fool. Not a very polite word, but just to teach phonetics, we are using it. Then you have foot. Foot is the last part of your leg on which you stand. A single one is called foot. Two of them together are called feet. There is the EE written and it's pronounced as E. Now, here we had seen that OO is pronounced as foot. You also have another word, wood, OO, WOOD, wood. Wood is what you get from trees out of which furniture is made and many other things are made. But you also have modal verb would, WOULD. So OUL are pronounced as U, just short U sound, but the spelling is O-U-L. We are not saying voweled. O-U-O, L, we are not pronouncing. We are saying could, should, would. All these sounds have O-U-L. O-U-L are not pronounced in, the way it is written, but it's pronounced as U, the short U sound. We don't say could, we don't say would, we don't say should, we say should or would or could. So short oo sound, and I've given you example for long oo sound, and that is fool or tool or cool. All oo sounds, we have here. Suppose you come to the sound E. E is a sound which is a vowel sound. So you have fill, short E sound. Alphabet I is written and you pronounce it as E. But you can also have the sound long E, like feel, E. Then you have two times, feel, F-E-E-L. But this long E can be spelled differently also. We have a word like speak. We don't say S-P-E-E-K. We say S-P-E-A-K. So it's very easy to make a spelling mistake because feel is F-E-E-L. We say speak is S-P-E-E-K. But E-E-K is not correct. It is S-P-E-A-K. This is where spelling and pronunciation problems come. Now we said I is I, fill. But if you say pile, you keep one on top of the other, then it's called pile, P-I-L-E. But you're writing I and you're not pronouncing it E, you're not saying pill. Pill is P-I-L-L, that means a tablet. But pile is, it has an E at an end which is not pronounced. We are not saying pile, we are saying pile. Why are we saying pile? We are saying pile because that is the pronunciation rule. I will make a separate video on pronunciation rules. Today's video is to show to you how pronunciation and spelling need not correspond to each other. They need not be a one-to-one equation by saying if you write this alphabet, you have to pronounce it like this. No, that is not there. Suppose the E, long E sound. We have meet. Suppose you meet somebody, you come face to face with somebody, then you say M-E-E-T, meet. Whereas the flesh of animals, flesh of mammals, we call meat, but the spelling is M-E-A-T. I gave you the example of feel. Now, if you say feet, feet means doing something, not F-E-E-T, but F-E-A-T. So again, like meat, we have feet, F-E-E-T, feet, plural of foot. And F-E-A-T, feet, is an achievement, is a great job which you have done. So the pronunciation is exactly the same, E, long E sound. But you see how the spelling has changed. Then you have the sound of A. We have a sound cap, C-A-P, cap, what you wear on your head. We say A. The sound A is new for many languages. So we need to learn it, A, cap. But we don't say C-A-R, same A is there. We don't say car. We say car. A sound is used. Then we say aunt, auntie. A-U is written, but it's pronounced as A. It is not pronounced as auntie. It's pronounced as auntie. Then you have about. It starts with A, but A is pronounced as A. about. In this way, you find that there are many uh, letters of the alphabet which have different pronunciations when they are used with different spellings. You cannot determine by the spelling what will be the pronunciation. You cannot determine from the pronunciation what will be the spelling. So, the best way to learn spelling is when you are reading something, read each word and read it loudly so that you're pronouncing. The spelling is in front of your eyes and you are pronouncing it, you are hearing it, and you are seeing it. So all your senses are active. You're speaking, you're seeing, you're listening, and you're remembering. All this has to be done. Now, I also gave you, the sound, the letter I can be pronounced as E, as in fill, I told you. But here you have nine. You have the word Nine. I is written, but it's not pronounced as nin or nine. It is pronounced as nine. But you have a word like nil, Nil. So here I is pronounced as E. You cannot say. Similarly, fine, Fine. We don't say fine. We say I. The I is a diphthong sound. But if you have fit, you again say I sound. So here we can get a rule by saying that words which end in uh, E with an I in the middle is usually pronounced as a diphthong, not as a single vowel sound. This rule you can easily make out from all what I'm telling you. Then you have, I gave you the word fit, Fit. Now, suppose you have Fight. Now, GH is not pronounced at all. We pronounce it as fight. F, fur, and I, and t. So, we don't say figut, figut. We don't say that. We say fight and, right or might. But if you have a word like kite, kite is something you fly in the skies. We have many festivals when kites are flown. So Kite, there is no GH here. The GH, which is silent, is not there. We don't write it as Kight, but pronunciation is exactly the same as fight. Fight and kite. K, I, and T. F, I, and T. So it's very important for us to learn the sounds of the language as much as it is to learn the symbols of the language. The symbols are the alphabet, and the sounds are the phonetic alphabet, the phonemic alphabet, the sound system. Now we come to some consonant sounds. Now, CH is written. We say chip. Chip is a small piece. Chips we eat very often. Then you have child. CH is written with I. I is not pronounced as E. It's not chilled. It is child. I is written and it's pronounced as I. L is also clearly pronounced, not like the other one, would, where L is not pronounced at all. L is not pronounced. Then you have chaos, Chaos. Chaos means confusion. So CH is written as ch, it's pronounced as ch. CH is written in chaos and pronounced as k. You can see that there is no consistency. You have to learn it by practice. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Then you have a word like keep. K is written and k is pronounced as k. Then you have kind. Again, k is pronounced as k. But I is written Kind. Kind means a person who helps you, who does something for you. That is kindness. So kind, I is written, but e, we don't say kind, we say kind. Then we have keep. Two e's are there. We pronounce it as e, long e sound. Then you have the symbol e, that is the English alphabet e, which is sometimes pronounced as a, as in bed or in egg. But when you say 11, it's pronounced as e. It's not pronounced as a, it's pronounced as e. So we say bed, or we say egg, or we say led, or we say fed. All these sounds are a sound. But when you have 11 or when you have enough, we write E and we pronounce it as I. We don't say 11. We don't say enough. We say enough. We say 11. So that E sound comes at the beginning. Then you have the sir sound, sir and sh sound, very difficult because symbols are not available in the alphabet. So sure, we say sure, sh sound is used, sure. But measure, sure is the same, mea. We say measure, j sound is used. We say sure, sure, sir is used, measure, measure, je is used, measure, je. Then you have ship, sure, sure, s is used, ship, ship, sh is used, again it's pronounced as sh, ship. But alone s, like sure, you have sit or seat or see. Only s is there. There you pronounce it as sir. We say sit, but we don't say sure. We say sure. Sure is pronounced by putting your tongue closer to your teeth ridge. Sure, sure. Sir is pronounced from further outside in your mouth. You have to also see from where the sounds are coming. Then the sound becomes correct. Then you have please. There also S is there. Please. But you're not saying please. We are not saying. We are saying please. Z sound. Z is a new sound for many languages, difficult. J is a new sound. So we are writing S. We are pronouncing it once as sh in sure, once as s in sit. Once sh is written, we are saying sh in ship. We are saying measure, j sound. Sh and j are two different sounds. And then we are saying please, z sound. Z also is different. We are also saying with other spellings. For instance, sit, I said. Now we have a word fleece. Fleece is the wool on the body of the sheep. So we say fleece. Here it's written C, but pronounced as sir. Then you have a word like year. Year is not pronounced here. It is pronounced exactly like EAR. EAR is this one, year. YEAR is 12 months, but pronunciation is the same. Then you have the f sound. For instance, you have reef, reef. Reef is, a part of a mountain. Or you have rough, rough. So GH is pronounced as fur and F is also pronounced as fur. Then you have the sound V. V is pronounced by keeping your upper teeth on the lower lip. V, V. vine. Vine means a plant which goes around another plant. It is a plant which cannot stand straight on its own. It needs something to go up. So we say grapevine, vine. But we also have another word, wine. From grapes you make wine. How is it pronounced? Wine. It is not the same sound. Vine, vine, wine. Two lips are used, wine. So this difference, the two similar sounds but which are spelt differently and meaning also is different. Similarly, you have the word hill. H is used. Hill, hill, small, you know, up and down on the road, hill. And H is not always pronounced. Here, hill is pronounced clearly. But Hour, when you write, you pronounce it as our, our. We don't pronounce it as hour. Hour is not pronounced. So we say our, which means her is not there at all. This means that by looking at the spelling, you cannot do anything. Suppose you have university. It is written with U, but it's pronounced with Y. Year we never pronounced year. Now we are not saying university. We are saying university. Year, U, university. So that is how it is. Now, why is this problem? That let me explain in a little time, because I have explained all this in the pronunciation videos. The pronunciation videos are PowerPoint videos, which many of you are asking for now. But I find that nobody watches them. If I give you the PowerPoint video, nobody watches them. One or two viewers are saying we want PowerPoint. If the majority of you don't want, then it is a waste of my time. But today, if I'm able to tell you that spelling and pronunciation are not consistent, then you have to remember that you need to learn two sets of symbols for English. One is the alphabet, which you have already learned, A to Z, A, B, C, D, and so on. These alphabets have 24 letters, 24 symbols are there. 26, I'm sorry, not 24, but 26. So the symbols from A to Z are 26 in number, of which 21 are consonant sounds and 5 are vowel sounds. Vowel sounds come out without any force, and consonant comes with some kind of friction, some kind of force. That is the difference. Therefore, we have to remember that this is the pattern for the written language, spelling. Written English, 26 symbols. But when it comes to spoken English, that is pronunciation, we have 44 symbols. 44 symbols which are explained with many examples in the English pronunciation beginners video. English pronunciation video number 1, beginners video. Long back it has been uploaded, but views are non-existent. Again and again questions are asked, what is the problem with English spelling or pronunciation? That's because you didn't watch. Here, instead of 26, you have to learn 44 symbols. Of the 44, 20 are the vowel symbols. That means 5 symbols in the alphabet become 20 in pronunciation. That is why there is so much confusion. Fool is written OO and pronounced long oo. Foot is written OO and pronounced short oo. That is because in the phonetic symbol, these are two different things. They are not the same. So unless you know the symbol, any dictionary will give you the phonetic transcription also, how it is pronounced. They will give you the spelling, how it is written, and in brackets, they will give you how it is pronounced. Your online dictionary has a microphone sound. You press that mic, you can hear the pronunciation. Look at the spelling, hear the pronunciation. That is a wonderful way of improving your spelling and pronunciation because you have to learn them differently. So, 5 vowel symbols, 20 vowel sounds. That means 15 extra. Then you have 21 consonant sounds, which become 24. So there are 3 new sounds which you have to learn. But please remember that in these 3 new sounds, there are some more also. The reason is because certain letters of the alphabet are not used when we pronounce. For instance, A and B are used in the phonetic symbols, but C is not used. Then Q is not used. After P, P is used, but Q is not used. Then X and Y, these are not used. For the symbol of year, we use the alphabet J because the J sound is done with G sometimes, or the J sound is done by J symbol, but it's pronounced as J. So we have a lot of confusion between spelling and pronunciation. For this, you need to watch the speech sounds, which I have done in the pronunciation video. You have to watch them maybe many, many times. In many places where English is learnt as a second language or a third language, we find that the small children in their pre-nursery classes are being taught the sounds. They are not being taught the alphabet first. First, you learn the sounds and then you go on to the alphabet. But in my time, most of us did schooling by learning the written alphabet first. The only difference is that from the day we went to school, we were compelled to speak English. We were told that you cannot speak any other language other than English. And therefore, by making many mistakes, maybe for the first 5 years, we got better and better in speaking and writing English. Therefore, the basics of pronunciation and the basics of spelling have to be learnt separately. There are many spelling rules, but there are many exceptions to these rules also. The exceptions are put in a totally different form. Like I told you, CH is written, but you cannot say CH is always ch. CH can be k also. And C can be k. C can also be some other sound. C is not used in the phonetic symbols, but C is there in the letters of the alphabet. This kind of a confusion gets cleared when you read more and more. I'm planning to make a video on reading more to make your speaking and writing better. It will take some time, and then you will be able to see how reading improves your spellings. Because reading, you have the word in front of you, you are pronouncing it and spelling. All the videos, maybe first 20, 30 videos are all videos with PowerPoint. Of late, I have made all the grammar videos, which were only my speaking, into PowerPoint because somebody said they're finding it difficult. So the PowerPoint videos, you can see the spelling in front of your eyes and you can hear the pronunciation when I speak. This should be able to help you. In this way, learning pronunciation, learning spelling requires a lot of hard work. I'm sure all of you will put in that hard work, because if you make spelling mistakes in writing, your English is considered very poor. How many ever spell checks you do, still knowing it yourself is better. Artificial intelligence is wonderful, but that doesn't mean humans have no intelligence. Then, similarly, the more you hear, the more you listen to English, the better your pronunciation becomes. So please watch, and please watch the other videos which I'm referring to. That should help you. Thank you and all the best.